Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tardis Zone Live. Hashtag Save Doctor Who, the day of reckoning for us Doctor Who fans. Yes, we will find out if Chris Chibnall is going to totally destroy canon. We will see, but why are we live right now? Well, BBC have struck again. So, the last live stream that we did, the BBC have basically they got YouTube to block the stream. Now the reasons for it is the trailer. Now, obviously, I'm fighting this because we spoke over the trailer, we paused the trailer, we did everything that we were really supposed to do. This is just another attempt by BBC to shut me up. I was also talking about me conspiracy theory. But why have I done that? Why am I doing this stream today? Well, as you all know, I have been asking all of you guys for the last since last week, the week before, I've been asking you to email BBC with complaints. Now, everybody has been doing absolutely fantastic. But there's something I would like to ask you to do when sending an email today, especially if you're going to send in an email. We want to change tactic a little bit. And the only reason why this is because I have been told by someone that knows about how complaints work that if you frame your complaint in this sort of way, you're more than likely just put it this way, your complaint will be taken more seriously. So this is what I've been asked the Ashes to all do. So we to talk about the content basically of what basically the content that we've had so far out of this era. So yeah, was it racist? Did it dismiss mental health concerns? If it did, in your opinion, well then let the BBC know. Is it, now here's the main one, is it two-faced for the BBC to actually tell us and preach to us all about climate change when they have flown to all these different exotic locations around the world? Where is BBC doing their part there for climate change? And also, some of their merchandises, they preach to us about plastic as well. And most of their merchandise, or some of their merchandise, is made from plastic. So, that, where does that give the right to BBC to lecture us when they're not actually doing stuff themselves to make a difference? So talk about that as well, because it is hypocritical. I mean, they've went to locations like South Africa, as you've seen. They went to locations, what was it, Geneva last week, was it? We've been all over France, and I mean, we're you know, they're telling us and they're giving us a lecture about climate change, and yeah, they're flying all over the world. Also, is it exploiting disabilities like dyspraxia, what Ryan has? I mean, he's supposed to have a disability, but yet it hasn't really been highlighted in the show that much. Was Doctor Who harmless over, or was Doctor Who, I should say, was Doctor Who heartless over the way they handled the scene where Graham is talking about his cancer? Yeah, these are the points that we want you to get across in the emails that you send now. Most of you have already spoken about the acting and stuff like that, but we're changing tactic now. Talk about the fact that they preach to us about climate change, but yeah, they go to all these different locations. Talk about as well, you know, Ryan's disability and how it hasn't been properly represented. Also, was it racist? Obviously, in the episode Rosa, they portrayed every white person in that episode racist. So is there some reverse racism going on? If you think so, send an email to the BBC highlighting these examples. Uh, See, the thing about it is, if we just talk about the writing, right? About the acting, how bad it is, and just talking about that, and not picking up on these things. These are the more important things to be concentrating on. You know what I mean? Their toys are made of plastic and they're in plastic wrapping. They haven't actually they haven't actually dealt with Ryan's disability properly. And also in the same episode where they dismissed Graham's cancer very coldly, we had this whole mental health um, thread that wasn't really hasn't been developed at all, and we're meant to believe that Manip Gill was character Yaz was bullied. Now I was bullied in school because I was quite a shy child. And I have suffered with depression all my life, as most of you know that have been following me on this channel. I have spoken about it openly. It was highly disrespectful. If you also think the same, add that in the email as well. We've just got to change tactic just a little bit. What you are doing is working. I have put up posts on Facebook to show you. People have actually sent me stuff to tell me that BBC will no longer be actually replying to any comments or any more emails because they've gotten so many. Okay, so it is working. Now, so of course, these sort of complaints will be the complaints that will be taken seriously. So again, I'll recap. Was Doctor Who racist? You know, because in Rosa especially, they portrayed every person, white person, as a racist, and that simply wasn't the case. They talk about climate change, but they're flying all over the world in these exotic locations. And also, they preached to us about plastic, but yeah, some of their merchandise is made from plastic and wrapped in plastic. So it's a hypocritical of the BBC to be preaching to us about climate change and stuff when they're not actually setting the example themselves. Okay. So again, you know, as I said, was it disrespectful the way they dismissed Graham's cancer? Some are still trying to defend that. Again, these are the type of things we want you to highlight in your emails. These are the emails that will be taken seriously. Now, as I said, it is making a difference because, as I have shown on Facebook, and if you look up on YouTube, you will see the comments yourselves. There's people telling me now that the BBC won't be replying to any more emails because they've gotten so many. So, you know, as you all know, I've been attacked out there. We won't say by who, but saying that, you know, that we're not, you know, not saying that we're not making a difference, right? But I've told this person that we are making a difference, and we are. So just a little thing, because this person has been calling me out as fake and stuff, and this person has been away for a couple of months and has come back in and has had a problem with the way I'm doing things. Well, this is not just for his benefit, but this is for everybody that's new on this channel. So on this channel, obviously me long-term subscribers will actually know this. I've had a couple of videos taken down by the BBC already. Also, this channel was the first channel to break the Jadoon news. We were also up there with the Cyberman, the Dalek. We said that they were coming back. We spoke about BritBox. That was true. A lot of things, right? But I did a video on Spyfall. And basically what I did was, in that video, I gave away the ending of Spyfall Part 1. Now, obviously, when I put it up, some people obviously laughed, didn't believe me. But then a couple of hours later, someone texts me and goes, you know your Spyfall video has been taken down. So I went to check, and of course it was, because the information I was given was true. So for those people out there that say I don't do that and I'm fake and all, and you know, I'll just show you this. So as you can see here, so this is me episode 1 of Spyfall. My video was taken down. And as you can see here, embargoed information posted without authorization revealing trade secrets. Okay? Now, probably asking, well, why are you showing us this? Well, the reason why I'm showing is because I'm trying to show this clown that's attacking me lately that I'm on the BBC's radar. The BBC know what do you know about this channel, and trust me, I've done a lot more than you've ever done in this fandom, and that's the point I'm trying to make here, right? So that was that. So we'll just hold on now. Show you this. So this was the one from the other night. So there they've put a block and a copyright claim on it. Okay, there you go. That's the full picture there. But there you go. There's the one with the Spyfall. So there, look at your video's been taken down. A claimant sent us a legal notice about the copyright content in your video. As a result, it's been removed from YouTube. Right, BBC Studios. Spyfall. There you go. I received this information, but what I didn't know at the time is that when the source gave it to me, it was only later on after I put the information up, the source had actually said to me, you do know you've not to put that, you have to keep that to yourself. So I didn't know. And obviously then when BBC found out, because it gained traction and a couple of the little bitches that work for the BBC, YouTubers, I should say, alerted the BBC and got the video removed. So for anybody out there that's calling me fake, you all know who it is if you are on Twitter, right? I mean, look, at the end of the day, as I said, this channel, along with my subscribers here, have done a lot more in the Doctor Who fandom, as I said, than you've ever done. So there's your proof there. So for anybody that's ever doubted this channel, there you go. That's right there in front of you, BBC Studios. I gave away trade secrets. I showed you that. Not that one. Where is it? Where is it? We'll find it again. I don't know why it went like this, because that's not the way it was. Hold on. Right, that's the one that's blocked. That's the one, the trade secrets. I have to flick through all these pictures, don't I now? It's going to make me flick through all these pictures. Hold on, there has to be an easier way. Obviously not. Well, you seen it there a couple of seconds ago anyway, so you know I'm not bloody lying. Hold on, let's see. We might be able to get it. It's down here somewhere. Is it? There it is. So there you go. Embargoed information posted without authorization. So anybody out there that doubts me and calling me fake and saying that I'm only doing this, I'm not doing this for subs. I'm not doing this for clicks, right? I'm doing this because I genuinely believe in what I'm doing. I genuinely believe that this fandom deserves better, and I give a voice to those fans. And I'm also a thorn in the side of the BBC right now. So you could say whatever. You can give your ultimatums on Twitter and say that I hope Noel has time to reflect and he basically comes to his senses. Listen, I just seen there that not only did you send Joe that petition, you sent Manip Gill that petition as well. Now, it's not looking good for you, mate, for the people out there that have called you out and questioned whether you're racist or not. That's the second person now. The first person he sent it to was obviously Joe, a black woman, and now you've sent Manip Gill the same petition, who happens to be an Indian girl. So, so I mean, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. You know. So, as I said, I'm not going to sign your petition. So you can make all the threats you want. All the threat you want. So there you go, folks. Just to show me new subscribers as well that this is what I've been doing on this channel, and this is what I've been doing from the beginning. And I didn't feck off and abandon the fandom either for 3 months, and then come swanning back in thinking I can take over. So you know, at the end of the day, I've shown you there now. So for anybody that's new to the channel, there you go. This is what I've been doing on this channel, and as you can see, it was put up 2 months ago. That was actually 3 days, if I'm correct. I think it was three or 4 days before the episode had actually aired that I threw that information out there. So as I said, I have sources, as I've always said, right? So when people are saying, when I say that emails is the best way to do it, trust me, it's not because it's what I think is best. It's what I've been told is the best way to do it. So as I said, concentrate on the hypocrisy of the BBC and the fact that they talk about us and give us lectures about climate change, but yeah, they go around to all these exotic locations. Talk about the fact that they haven't handled Ryan's dyspraxia, is that what it's called, properly. Also, the whole issue with Yaz being bullied, that hasn't been handled properly either. And then, of course, in Can You Hear Me, obviously, also we had that abomination of a scene when Jodie Whittaker, and the excuse that was used was social awkwardness to dismiss Graham's cancer just because he was a middle-aged white man. But you know what I mean, that's the way it is. If that was Yaz, she would have sat there and listened to Yaz. I don't buy this social awkwardness, and the whole fact that there's still fans defending this, it's actually absolutely despicable. So as I've said, continue to do what you are all doing. I'm proud of every single person that has actually sent an email. I want you to keep it up, but let's change the tactic now. Bring up those issues that I've brought up, because BBC cannot dismiss those. If we just concentrate on the fact that the writing is poor and that you didn't like it, you know what I mean, that, you know, there should be aliens, they're not going to take that seriously. The stuff that they're going to take seriously is, as I have explained already, talk about the racism, the reverse racism. Talk about the fact that they've been flying to all these exotic locations. As I've said, the way they've handled social issues in the show, mental health issues, and cancer on the show. All of these things BBC will not ignore. They will take seriously. They take that sort of stuff seriously. So Ted, for some weird reason, is acting the maggot. So I'll give him a bit of food, see if that shuts him up. Yeah, it does. So keep it up. You are doing well. Proud of you all. And I've already noticed that there's a few Twitter handles already trying to take down Ballstreck's channel, Gary's channel, even targeted Eddie Ascaro and Ian, who does be on this panel, who is a Doctor Who fan, is the 2-time world record holder. They've been going after him. Now, the plan was to go live during the episode, but unfortunately, I don't think I can do that now because of this latest strike. Well, block. I'm on BBC's radar, and I don't look at. They'll look for any excuse to get me another copyright strike. And as you already know, I already have one on the channel for the Spyfall video. So if I was to get another one, my channel is going to be in serious trouble. One more, and then my channel is gone. So unfortunately, I can't take that risk. That's why I'm streaming right now. But I need you to be doing this now. Right, everything that I've explained. Let's change tactic, but it is working. There's people out there saying that BBC are unwilling to respond to any more emails. They'll respond to the ones that they've gotten over the last couple of weeks, but they won't be responding to new ones. But if we change the tactic like I've been asked for us to do, then they will take the complaint seriously. Now, I could use the other channel, but you know what? At this stage, look, this channel reaches a lot more people than the other channel, and you know what? This is the point I'm trying to say. This other clown that's slagging me off thinks I give a crap. He thinks I'm afraid I'll lose subs or lose my channel. Well, I've just proved you, clown, that that I'm not afraid. That's my second strike off the BBC now. So don't ever question my commitment or say that I'm fake, because I didn't run away for 3 months. And thanks, Super John. I know what you're saying. I could use my other channel, but it doesn't reach enough people, not yet. But if you wanna all start subscribing to the second channel, then please do. And then Super John's probably right. Do more of these type of videos on that channel, because you know, who gives a crap? You know, what can they do? And yeah, everybody's saying in the comments, they are desperate. Even Monique Gill has posted out, and if you actually look, last year she didn't really type out that much about Series 11 either, right? But all of a sudden now she can't keep her mouth shut. They all can't. I tell you, if Jodie Whittaker was actually on Twitter, she probably wouldn't stop either. Yeah, I know. The second channel is there just in case I do need it. Yeah, it is a backup. Is all right. I just put that there as a backup, because obviously I have been targeted by. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I want. I didn't want to do this, but this other person has left me no choice. So, and I mean, like, they're throwing up ridiculous posts of a video that you did, the Not My Doctor Who campaign. They got something like 155 views or something. This video alone will get more views than that, this stream. So, I mean, you know, it kind of annoys me that there's people out there still questioning what I'm doing, and questioning me loyalty to this show. You know what I mean? It actually pisses me off. Every fucking week, I've sat here every Sunday and watched that garbage for 2 years. Don't ever question my loyalty. Because if I was a new fan today, I'd be gone. And you're right, Retro Menace. They always put up positive reviews, don't they? And it's always the same with all the other channels. Scooby D, one of the moderators, well, I've actually changed the channel's name, actually, haven't I? I think I have. Have I changed it? Yeah, I have. I've changed it to the Irish Geek. So if one of me moderators there could throw that up in the chat for everybody, I'd appreciate that, just in case. And there you go. The link for the complaints department is also in the live chat. Remember now what I've said. Because look at BBC can start this, you know, because you know what they're like. They'll start like calling us trolls and stuff like this. We're not trolls. We're fans. And we're going to show them that we're fans. So we're changing tactic a little bit. You've all done well so far. There's nothing wrong with any of the emails you have sent in. all I've just told is if we concentrate on these certain topics, when you are composing your email, it's harder for the BBC to ignore them because you are actually making valid points, and you will be making valid points, because it'll be hard for them to come back from that. Because when you say, Rosa, well, all the white people represented in that episode were racist, when that's not the case. And then, like, how are they going to answer that? They won't be able to answer it, because it's true. They've messed up big time. They can't back out of stuff like that. So this is why we're changing tactic a little bit. But we are being watched. We're being watched by the J-bots as well. I've seen a couple of posts up. They're planning their own little thing as well. But it's too late. It's too late. See, they were never going to win as soon as this fandom had said enough is enough. Because there was always, and there always is, going to be more of us. So it's taken us 2 years, but finally we've all banded together and we're all taking action together. So I'll take this off the screen. I think I've proven my point anyway. I just hate when people question my loyalty. The one thing I expect is when I meet people and stuff and I get to know people is loyalty. You know? So one thing I ask for. And then when you get someone that's, you know, I haven't mentioned their name because I won't give them a platform. Like they're even saying, oh, bring me on your channel so we can hash it out. They only want the platform, you see, and they call me fake. So whatever you have planned, right, because you've been making threats, whatever you have planned, you know, what you're just going to basically do is you're just going to damage this whole movement right now. So whatever has brought this on, whether it's your ego or whatever it is, you know, I'd probably think twice, because we're on the verge of something here, and of actually making a difference, you know. But when you post the same petition to both Manip and Joe, I can understand. I can understand when people called you out. And by the way, I know you're watching, so don't forget to give the video a like, by the way. And as I said, watch how we get things done. 2 episodes to go, 1 after tonight. I don't know about you, but I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it. And we don't have long to go. Oh, did you hear that? Teddy's belly is rumbling. There's your dinner there, buddy. Right. Hold on. Have to check something, guys. Just give us a second there. Now, we're back. So, let's do it, right? Keep it to the topics when you're composing those next set of emails. Remember, Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker, the only 2 that have come out and actually said that they're staying. BBC haven't officially announced it yet. So until they do, we keep fighting. End of. We don't give up. I've seen a few in the Facebook groups as well getting a bit disheartened. And as I said, chin up. It's not over yet. And we don't stop anyway, right? It's a cause that we all believe in. We all believe that Doctor Who should be better than this. And we all believe that the show's legacy is going to be destroyed. So we all have a common goal. And don't forget what this is all about. It's all about saving Doctor Who. And as I've always said, thank you all for the support. And thank you all to those new subscribers that have subscribed recently as well. Your support is much appreciated. Just kind of wanted to show you guys too what this channel has done in the past, and actually show others that are attacking me. This is the type of work we've done, and I've actually shot. Here's the thing: I've actually shown proof. I was called out. Yeah, but you don't show proof. Well, I've shown proof that I'm on the BBC's radar, and the BBC are blocking videos that I put up. I'm removing videos. So when I say emails is the best way, it's because I've been told it's the best way. Now I've been given additional information on what to say in those emails. Now I've instructed everybody here. Right now, there's 49 watching right now, but I guarantee before I go live tonight, you'll probably have about 300-400 people that have watched this video. So that'll be 300 or 400 people if I can convince those people that watch to write an email. Right? The way I've asked them to do it, that's 300 or 400 more complaints than you've gotten. Or signatures on your petition. Chibs is going to destroy the 57 years this week and next week to come. I just want to know the man's end goal for him to do this. He needs to go. I agree. And that's why we must remain strong. And that's why we must remain resolute. And that's why we must not give up and keep our chins up and have faith. This is supposed to be a 5-year plan or something. Chris Chibnall's not going to get to finish his 5-year plan if we have anything to say about it. So we can do this. We pull together. As Crystal says, I miss the good old days. Exactly. This fandom used to, when there was a common cause, this fandom used to pull together. And that's what I've been trying to do on this channel for a few weeks now. Try to get us all, band us all together and do something together. And you know what? It's working. And I'm proud of everybody that has sent in an email. And I'm proud of those that are going to send in an email today. And hopefully until the end of the series. We want just to keep going with this, but as I said, keep it to those topics that I've told you tonight. If you don't know, one last time, BBC are hypocritical basically over their climate change stance when they preach to the audience, when the cast and the crew fly to all these different locations. Talk about the fact that they haven't handled Ryan's disability too well. Obviously, the mental health issues as well, they haven't actually treated with respect. The way they've handled some LGBTQ characters as well, plus characters. Remember that guy in Resolution 25 seconds, and he was, he was killed after he told us his sexual preference for no reason whatsoever. Also, talk about the fact that that some of their merchandise is made of plastic, and they gave us a whole spiel about how we're ruining the oceans, but yeah, they continue to make some of their products out of plastic. Stuff like that, that, as I said, and I know some have already brought this up about Graham's cancer and stuff like that, but if you haven't brought it up before in an email, bring that up as well. as I said, my family has gone through that. I lost my nanny to cancer. We've also had my uncle only recently, a few weeks back. He was buried. We've also had family members that have survived as well. And as I said, I've suffered from mental health and I've been bullied as well. And I know there are plenty of other people out there that have been bullied that watch Doctor. This isn't just not good enough. The issues that they're dealing with, they're not dealing with respect. And this is why I want you to change tactic a little bit, because I'm told these are the emails that BBC will take 100% seriously, because they don't want people thinking that they're doing that wrong. So this is how, you know what I mean? So just look, as I said, keep doing what you are doing. We have now what? It's 5:30 now here in Ireland. So we have an hour and that's 6:30, an hour and a half, an hour 40 minutes, I think, until this abomination starts. So, yeah. I don't know. We will have to see what happens. We will have to see what happens tonight. Obviously, if you haven't seen last night's video, obviously I put up a Reddit thread, and thanks to Blue Bonnet Hoovian. And if you haven't actually subscribed to Blue Bonnet Hoovian, please do. But she sent me this interesting thread. Obviously, she was on Reddit and she came across this and she sent it to me straight away. She asked me what I thought of it. I did find it very interesting, but I decided that it was that interesting enough to throw up. So apparently Chris Chibnall is going to actually destroy canon, and William Hartnell actually isn't the first Doctor. And by the way, neither is Jodie Whittaker the first female Doctor. Yeah, apparently, if I got it correct with all the, you have all read it anyway. I've read it myself, but if I'm correct in saying Ruth is going to end up being the Doctor. They also talked about the Irish guy. They also spoke about the Cyberman. So if you haven't seen it, it's Doctor Who canon is to be destroyed. I think the title of the video. I even put it last night. Yeah, of course he can have it. Yeah, give it to him. Yeah. If it keeps him quiet, aren't to keep him quiet. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I have to be honest. I'm actually dreading it, but we will have to see. Well, we'll know tonight if any of those rumors that this person claims are true. We will find out in the first part anyway. How much they've actually gotten right. I still think there's a possibility he might go with my little theory, and that's why I have a funny feeling that's why my video was really given the strike, and it wasn't because of the trailer at all. The recent one, the one from when did we do that stream? 2 days ago, was it? See, I don't even remember when I streamed now. Doctor Who made me that dumb. Anyway, I did talk about my theory. Now, I know some people say they doubt it's the theory, and I do agree. I doubt it is the theory, but still, you know, even when I told and I explained to people exactly what we did during the trailer, some people said, "No, you shouldn't have been given a strike for that. I should appeal it." And the funny thing about it is there's obviously, oh no, I better not say that, because if I do, YouTube will probably try rectify it. Yeah, I'm saying nothing. But there's a flaw. But yeah, all I'll just say is that it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm a small channel. I don't do any harm. You know, well, obviously I do to them. But it's quite funny how desperate. Do you know what? No offense. I've been called a sellout, and I was asked how much the BBC is paying me. They should pay me. They should. They should give me all the leaked information and let me link it. Or leak it. You should give me all the leaked information and let me leak it. Because channels like mine will be the channels that will get people interested in your bloody show again. Right? Because if you look at all the other YouTubers that are in favour of your era, they're all dying. They're all dying. Because nobody gives a crap anymore. But they tune into me. They tune into Matrix Lord. They tune into Ballstreck. They tune into Gary. They tune into Eddie Escaro or Doctor. That's, like channels like that, right? All of their channels are doing well. All the ones that actually support this era are the ones that are doing poorly. Because even when you watch their videos, do you know what's funny about actually some of these YouTubers, right? They do their videos, right? And you can see it. They're trying to convince themselves that this stuff is great, right? And they'll even contradict themselves in their own video, but then they'll give it an 8 out of 10. Like they'll say, so I didn't like this, and I didn't like this, and I didn't like this, but I like this little part, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Well, we've got our friendly neighborhood troll. I like Mr. Tardis. I'm not even talking about what? Who's Mr. Tardis? Never heard of him. If you're talking about Mr. Piggy Reviews, well, yeah. I don't like Mr. Piggy Reviews. Piggy Reviews actually is a paid BBC shill. Piggy Reviews also attacks those fans that actually have a problem with Series 11 and 12. Mr. Piggy reviews are actually quite funny because he actually tries so hard to convince himself that this shit is actually good when he knows deep down it's actually a pile of crap. You see, so Mr. Piggy Reviews I wouldn't be taken seriously. He's a clown. He's attacked Ballstreck and others just because they don't like this era. So Piggy Reviews I don't really take seriously, And any other idiot that actually supports this era, don't take them seriously at all. Right, they're clowns. The only reason why they're supporting it is because they think in the long run, because most of them are blokes, male feminists. They think in the long run they're going to get laid or something, which is not going to happen because most of them live in their manny's basement and, probably spend all their life on a computer screen and wouldn't even know how to interact with a woman or a man, whatever you're into, They wouldn't even know how to react with another, they wouldn't even know how to interact with another human being. Right, so, I wouldn't be listening to the Piggy Reviews, get away. And that's his nickname. That's the nickname I have for him, Mr. Piggy Reviews. Because he was a pig to go after all of us. And I've had me run-ins with him. He's not a nice person. At least I'm out straight and people know when I'm being an asshole, right? Okay, but I hate these people that pretend to be nice, but they really are assholes, right? And that's what he is. When I'm an asshole, and you all know when I'm an asshole, right? I don't hide. There's no fakeness with me. With Piggy Reviews and all those others, right? They're all fake as fuck, they are. They're all fake, they are. They all think that they're doing something great here because if they support it, they'll be on that side of right and all this crap. You're not on any, you're on the side of wrong. And you're actually helping the show go down the pan. And some of these YouTubers have a lot more subscribers than I do. Yeah? And I've been looking at their channels lately, and even some of my bleeding streams are doing better than them. Do you know what I mean? So, No, it'll be good if you appear on Doomcock's live stream next Friday. Well, I will be. He has actually invited me on. I will be on Ballstrick's Doomcock's live stream with Starry Eyed Girl. So, thanks to Doomcock. He actually said to me that he's been wanting to bring me on for a while. So I'm actually thankful for that opportunity, because opportunities like that, as you know yourself, you must grasp them with both hands, because they don't come around that often, because these lads are very busy. The fact that he's able to bring me on, I'm only a relatively small YouTube channel, but the fact that I've made such an impression that Doomcock, Gary and Ballstrick have all mentioned my channel, have all supported this channel, and have actually helped get this channel where it is. Without those guys, I wouldn't, this channel will probably not be here much longer, because of the way YouTube is going on. But thanks to those lads, I was able to get over that threshold and at least keep me channel. And by the way, by the way, I just want to bring up something else. So I've been accused that all I'm interested in is people's money. Not once have I ever asked anybody on this channel to give me money. If they want to donate on this channel, that's up to the people that want to donate. But the fact that you're saying I'm doing it for likes, clicks, and money is that is further from the truth. Actually, if you even look at some of the videos that I threw up, some of them haven't been even monetized, because and I've put different music to them to make sure they haven't been monetized, because it's not about that for me. It's never been about that for me. Don't get me wrong, the channel has grown now where it is making money, but I will counter your argument by saying that YouTube actually hasn't made it easy for YouTubers like me, especially small YouTubers like me, because they've made it about profit, unfortunately. Now, I will continue to do what I've done for 2 years, right? And it doesn't matter. And as I said as well, you said I have a fear of losing subscribers. Listen, if I lost all my subscribers tomorrow and there was only one person left, right? And I actually know who that one person would be. I actually do know who that one person would be if everybody else left. And that would be Daniel. And everybody in this chat would probably agree with me as well. Daniel would be the one. He has supported me from day one. He's been with me from 56 subs, right? My channel has been gone for over a year without monetization, and I kept doing everything I did for a year, right? So again, another empty, pathetic little attempt to try turn people against me and to try make it out that I'm in it all for the money. No, I'm not. To be quite honest, I don't give a flying crap if nobody ever gave me money on this channel. I do what I do because I love Doctor Who. I do what I do because I believe that the show's legacy right now is in danger of being destroyed. Okay? And that has been my goal, to give fans a voice, which I have. Used to do the phone-ins, now we do the panels. I've always given fans a voice on this channel. So again, you really need to kind of, when you say stupid things like that, maybe you should just bang yourself on the head and say, stop saying stupid things. And there you go, as Haley says there. I'm not willing to let this show go down without a fight. And that's me point. That's me point. I see the Spacebook is here. I see Retro Menace. Haley, as I said, Crusader. How are you, Dan? Nicholas is here. Derek is here. The Thing King is here. Gary is here. Gary Hewitt. Who else have we got? We've got Jamie Daniels, Nicholas Horton, Retro Menace, Jump Top. It's nice to see me stalker here. Bad Wolf 66, Crystal Brie. Or Bry, if that's right, Super John, The True Hoovian. Andy is here as well. Welcome, Andy. Charlotte Shields. Welcome, 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 welcome. Unknown 289 is here. Milan is here as well. Welcome, Milan. Nice to see you. Stuart Bowers is here as well. Welcome, Stuart. It's nice to see you all. I hope you have all had a great weekend. The geek named Joel is here. Scooby D is here as well. Nice to see you all. Who else have we got? I think that's everybody now, but we'll go down to the end of the chat just to make sure that I haven't, because you know, I don't mind giving anybody a shout. You're all in the chat contributing, so you know it's nice to give you a shout out there. CJ Campbell 37 is here as well. Welcome. And Lindsay is here as well. Welcome. Jumped up. I seen you brought that up on Gary's channel, right? And Gary gave you his answer. Now I'm going to give you my answer. Now, you said that Doctor Who was historical, it was educational, right? But as Doctor Who fans know, after the Daleks appeared in Classic Who, it completely changed. It didn't just stay historical. They started bringing in more as Sidney Newman would call them, bog-eyed monsters. So that argument is an old argument, and that argument is not valid because I'll tell you why. The difference between the historical episodes from back then to now is they were actually done properly back then, and they were done within the context of the show. When they do historical episodes now, yes, we go to a historical location with someone that is historical, like Nikola Tesla, right? But we learned absolutely nothing new about him. We actually learned nothing about him at all, and we actually learned nothing about Thomas Edison. This is a feature of Chris Chibnall. Just because he has historical characters and puts them in a historical time, people think that's a historical episode when he gives us actually no details or no information about those characters, and they're actually a sideshow to what's going on around them, right? Back in the day, as I said, they were able to incorporate history into Doctor Who because they were clever writers. They understood what they were writing. Chris Chibnall's supposed to be a fan and doesn't understand writing. So when it comes to historical episodes, for example, in Spyfall Part 2, they were in France. We learned nothing new about that female radio operator. I forget her name because she's that forgettable, because Chris Chibnall did nothing in his story for me to remember her. Okay? And as I said, the whole fact that, you know, that the Master was able also to use a perception filter to kind of, you know, hide himself from the Nazis was a bit stupid as well. Again, as I said, it's Chris Chibnall's inability to write proper the historical episodes and to keep it within the context of the show. When he does, he shoehorns them in and people praise him for it. People praise him for him. He hasn't done one decent historical episode. Even Rosa was an abomination. Even Rosa actually didn't get its facts straight because, as I have said earlier in this stream, every white person in that episode was portrayed as racist. The only two people that weren't was obviously the Doctor and Graham, right? But besides the people in the so-called fam, right, every other white person in that episode was racist. Now, if you talk to any African American around the time, okay, they will tell you that that was simply untrue. There was a lot of white people that were actually behind the civil rights movement and were actually disgusted at what was going on. But why wasn't that portrayed in Doctor Who properly? So if you're going to talk about history and talk about how Doctor Who was educational, well, this one isn't. educational for starters because we don't learn any new information from these characters. Second of all, they're all poorly written and they're actually just in the background. There's nothing really happening with them. We don't learn that new, as I said, and it's poorly executed. So when you make the comparison between, see, this is what you fans do. You always make the comparison between Classic Who and this when Chris Chibnall does something historical. He hasn't done a decent historical episode in his life, and he never will. And he never will, because he's not capable of. He's not capable of doing it. He just doesn't understand the dynamics. He doesn't understand how to incorporate historical events or historical characters into Doctor Who like previous writers have in the past. And that's the bottom line. So that tired old argument, just like the one with Peter Capaldi where you compare the ratings, they're tired old arguments. Nobody's buying it. The ratings are down the tube. So you can keep praising this, you and all the other people that praise this. You can praise it. While you are praising it, everybody else is turning off. And there won't be many of you to keep this show going. And you know what? I'd never thought I would say this, but you all deserve it, because for 2 years he's given us nothing but abuse, and all we've tried to do is tell you that this has been the wrong way to do it. And we've been right all along. And with that, let me see. We got Ben in the chat. Welcome, Ben. So as I said, when you're sending in the email, as I said, remember, talk about those historical characters as well, about how they were poorly represented. Also, as I said, the racism within Doctor Who, the reverse racism, if that's what you want to call it, of white people in the episode Rosa. Obviously, people talking about climate change, right? Them talking about climate change and everything that goes with it. Yeah, sure. Could you do something with him? He's crying.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know, but people can hear him in the chat, and it's actually upsetting a few people there, and it's kind of getting out of hand now at this stage. I said an hour. It's only 57 minutes.
Ted, come here. Come here, baby.
I never learned anything in school because I have Asperger's. It doesn't upset me, says Nicholas. No problem. I really think we should all get the Doctor Who YouTubers together for the next 2 weeks. I've already done it. I've already been doing it. Come here. I didn't go to bed till 8 o'clock this morning. Right? I'm up all night. Right, so again, there's people out there that question me, right? I've been up since 8 o'clock. I was up at 8. I was awake till 8 o'clock this morning. I went to bed and I woke up at 2 to watch the football, and I've been awake. So I've literally gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not even 6 hours sleep, because it took me an hour to actually get a sleep once I got into bed. So I've gotten 5 hours sleep. So I'll do what I've asked you to do. Keep it to the details that I've asked you to keep it to. And we'll see where the chips lay, as they say. Right. Let me see, just to see. Glenn Edwards is here. Welcome, Glenn. And sorry about Ted, guys, because I know some of you have texted me on Messenger and stuff when Ted does have a bit of a cry. He's only up like this since all the storms. So do you think the ratings will go up this week? Asks the Spacebook. Yeah, I do. I know people are predicting that they'll go down, but last week's episode, for some weird reason, people enjoyed. So I think unless tonight's episode is so bad No, I think it will get a bump. It'll be next week will be the interesting one. It'll all depend how bad or good this episode actually is. But no, I think Monday we could be looking at another little bounce because obviously there was a lot of people that liked last week's episode. I have to be honest, I didn't. But you know, it was, as I said, it was liked by some, and so yeah, I reckon it'll get a bump. It'll all depend. Next week will be the big test. Next week will be the big test because obviously we'll have tonight's episode, and obviously I will be live. We always go live at an hour after the episode airs. That gives people, the other guys in my panel, an opportunity to watch the episode. As I said, I was going to originally go live, but because of this latest attempt by the BBC to basically destroy all the work that I've put on that channel, all the hours. See, this is what annoys me as well. Like, you know, and I've had people say to me, you know, it's not easy running a YouTube channel. And you know what? I have to be honest, I was a bit arrogant when I first got on YouTube. This is easy. Sure, there's nothing to this. Yeah, right. A lot of effort, a lot of hours I should have been spending with my wife have gone into this channel. All the hours that I should have been in bed asleep. I've been writing on YouTubers' bloody videos, asking them to support us. I've been tweeting people in their private messages, asking for support. I've been doing it on Facebook. I've been doing this the last 5 nights. I've been going to bed at 8 o'clock in the morning. And you will see, if you see some of my YouTube videos, they go up around 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the bloody morning. So I'm up doing me bit. Right, listen, I'm going to go because the wife obviously wants to watch something before Doctor Who comes on because she likes to watch something that makes her happy before we watch Doctor Who, because Doctor Who always seems to make us fucking sad. So we're going to watch probably Gogglebox. We have an Irish version, which is funny. If you haven't seen the Irish version of Gogglebox, check it out. So we're going to go and watch that. Ted, come here. Good boy. I have to give Ted a bit of a rub. So listen, remember, watch this stream over again. It's only an hour. Remember what I've asked you to do. Keep doing what you are doing, and I will talk to you an hour after the episode airs. We will have the panel tonight, so I'll be joined by, obviously, the rabbi from another planet. We'll have Blue Bonnet Hoovy and Jason Scott, and we will be bringing on a couple of guests. So, Dan from the Space Book, if you're there, if you would still like to come on tonight. No, I'm not leaving YouTube. Listen for a minute, right? Ruby's 200. No, I'm not leaving YouTube, mate. They will have to listen. They will have to pry my bloody dead body. Seriously, man. When I die, right, I'm gonna be in front of the computer screen. Right. That's the only way YouTube is getting me off YouTube, or BBC is getting me off YouTube. I'm here for the long haul. I'm here because I believe in what I'm doing, and I'm here because I believe that you guys in the live chat there and the people that are listening to me, and I'm sorry about Ted, he just gets like this because of the recent storms, but he's not actually in distress, guys. He's actually just come here. Do you want me to give you a hug? Come here. Stop what it is. Okay. Yeah. I've picked him up, so we should be all right. So yeah, so as I said, I do this because I want to be able to give you guys a voice, because if you look on Twitter, Facebook, it's only the other side that are being represented, and it's only their comments that we always see. It's always the positive. And I'm sorry, BBC have to know that this is a pile of crap, and that's it. So I know, Teddy. You tell them, Teddy. You tell them. Now we're protesting together. You tell them. Say, complain to the BBC. Say, complain to the BBC. That's it. So do it, guys. I'll talk to you later on. Listen, just like you, I'm dreading this. I really am. And my stomach is actually, and I'm not telling you a word of a lie, my stomach is actually really upset right now. And you know, I didn't get a very good sleep because the thing that just kept coming into my head was that Cyberman, because God knows what he's gonna do tonight, and I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it. Well, Stuart, if it's anything like to do with the way they're doing it in Picard, the Federation being all nasty and stuff, I wouldn't put it past Chibnall, to be honest. Right, listen, I'm gonna definitely go now because of 6 minutes over, and I did make a promise. So I'll talk to you later. I will leave you with this. And we will have a panel, as I said. So join me later. Thanks for watching. Please do me a favor. Share this in every Doctor Who group that you're in. And share on every other platform that you're on. Whatever platform you can share this stream on, please do so. I want this to reach as many as fans as possible. Those fans that don't like this era, that feel that we're being let down, they're the fans I want to reach. So guys, share it everywhere from me. Please give the video a like. If you haven't subscribed already, I would really appreciate if you did. The more of us, the better, the more the merrier, as they say. And the more of us there is, the more we can get our displeasure out and let BBC know that we're not going down without a fight, and we're not staying silent, right? It's not, as they said, it's not over until it's over. And with that, talk to you later. I'll leave you with this.